Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Today I wanted to share with you 35 more things that I don't spend money on, some I don't own, and what I do instead. And these things save me a lot of money, and yeah, I just want to share them with you. I know there's a lot more, but this was supposed to be for my birthday in April when I turned 35. But anyways, let's get started. So the very first thing is toothbrushes and tooth floss. And no, this does not mean that we do not brush our teeth or floss. It just means that every visit that we go to the dentist, like every 6 months, they always give us a bag with toothbrushes and tooth floss. And it just works out. We've never had to buy any extras because they always give us plenty to use for, forever pretty much. So that is one thing that I don't have to buy extra. The second thing that I've saved money not buying on are brand new ink cartridges for my printer. Owning a printer is expensive enough, but the ink cartridges is where it really gets you. So I have done two things rather than buy brand new. The first is I bought an ink refill kit where I can actually just refill the cartridges that I had bought. And the second thing, I buy, they're already, I guess they're refurbished or refilled cartridges, so they've been cleaned and refilled and then resold. And both of them, the ink refill kit is a lot cheaper than the refurbished ones, but they are still both significantly cheaper than buying brand new ink, and I haven't had an issue with either. The third thing that we do not buy anymore are pens. We get so many free pens, and I don't know where they all come from, but I think I have pens from now until the day I die. So I've stopped buying pens and even pencils. Yeah, that's number 3. Number 4 is garbage bin liners. I do not buy garbage bin liners for any of the garbage bins inside. We don't actually make that much garbage, so we just use the plastic bags that come with fruit or veggies or groceries, because sometimes especially this past few months with COVID, we haven't been able to use our reusable bags, so we have a huge supply, again, of garbage bin liners. Number 5 is birthday and holiday decor. I've stopped buying for years and years now. I think Isabel, maybe the last birthday I decorated for, she was 4 years old, and since then I've just been reusing decorations, making my own. And as far as Easter, Christmas, anything else, we just basically make our own decorations instead of going out and buying stuff that's only gonna most likely end up in the trash. Number 6 is luggage, like suitcases, purses, and handbags. I can't remember the last time I bought a purse or any of those things. I really can't. It's been well over 5 years, possibly already a decade, maybe. But I've gotten purses given to me, and I just use those. And the luggage I did buy, or actually was gifted. I had as a Christmas gift, and that I've been using for well over almost 15 years now. So yes, I don't buy anything like that. I used to really like expensive handbags, but I completely stopped buying them, and I'm just reusing the ones that I have. I wash them, and I make sure to put them back in their bags for storage so that they are kept clean and in good shape, so that when I want to use that bag again, I can. And I only have a few bags left. Number 7, a hair straightener. and hair appliances. So I don't own a hair straightener anymore. I gave it away when I went to Cuba last time because they didn't have one. So I left it behind. I gave it to them. And as far as other hair appliances, I don't blow dry my hair, and I very, very rarely, I think maybe once a year, if that, do I curl my hair. And I used to straighten my hair all the time many, many years ago. And again, that was probably a decade ago when I used to do that. So I just gave those away. I still do have the hair dryer because it can be used for things other than drying your hair. Number 8 is drugs. That goes for over-the-counter and recreational. So yeah, I don't buy Tylenol. I don't buy Advil or cough medication or any of that kind of stuff. The only time I ever buy anything is if I'm really, really sick and the doctor prescribes it to me and I have to take it. But other than that, I don't buy anything. And even though marijuana is now legal, I do not buy that either. And yes. So any kind of drugs, I do not purchase at all. Number 9, so the next, I think 5 things are all disposable, one-time use products that I definitely do not buy. So the first one is paper towels. I just use cut-up rags, like old t-shirts, sheets, pants, like cotton pants, jammy pants, anything that is old and worn that I can't give away gets cut up and used as rags. Cling wrap, I can't remember how long it's been, but I just don't buy it at all. I use plates on top, or I put something in a container or jars. So yeah, I have been completely fine without living with cling wrap for many, many years now, and we have survived just fine. Plastic. Oh, next one is aluminum foil. Again, I haven't bought aluminum foil in over 5 years. I still have like 2 practically brand new rolls that are still sitting in my drawer. One of them I haven't even opened, and the other one is still pretty much full. But yeah, I will never buy it again. I'll use what I have. Maybe, hopefully by the time I die, it'll be used up, or it'll just get passed on to somebody else. But yeah, again, it's the same thing with cling wrap. I just don't use it. I find something else that I can use instead. And again, number 13 is plastic baggies, like Ziploc bags, any kind of plastic baggies. I just don't use them. I use bags from bread. I use containers, reusable containers. Yeah, and then they do end up in my house because people will give us stuff that are being held with the baggie, and then I just wash them and reuse them. And yeah, so none of those I do not buy. Number 14 is hair products like hairspray, mousse, pomade, leave-in conditioner, anything like that I do not buy. I do not use. I do not own. I just don't use it at all, so I don't buy it. And number 15, food containers. Again, I bought containers many years ago, and I'm still using those. Some of them are plastic, some of them are glass. So I do have a mix of both. And then I reuse containers like sour cream and some margarine, but we don't really use margarine that much. And yogurt, whatever containers come with a lid, we will reuse as food. I don't heat up food in those containers. It's just for cold storage. But yeah, I just use what we have. The next thing, number 16, is furniture. I am meaning to do a home tour again, but pretty much everything in this house has been either given or we found it. Like it was put out for free on one of those free days or whatever, or people have just given to us, and some of it I purchased probably when I first moved out at 19, I think it was. So yeah, everything is very, very, very old or used and given to us for free. Number 17 is chocolate syrup. As much as we love chocolate syrup, both in our milk and on ice cream, we do not buy it. But I do make my own, and it is basically the same thing that you can buy. We are completely out of it now, so I'm planning on making a new batch. So let me know if you want to see how I do that in the comments below, and maybe the next time I make it, I will just do a quick video and show you what's in it and how I make it. So that is number 17. Number 18 are hair ties. I do not buy hair ties, but we have so many of them. Where they come from, I do not know. Sometimes I find them, and then I wash them, and then I use them. And a lot of times we get them given to us for Christmas, like birthdays, and just as gifts. So we have a ton of elastics. And then we have also made our own scrunchies using just like elastic bands with fabric. It's actually quite easy. And yeah, so hair ties. Number 19, cotton rounds, or those round cottony things that you use for your face. Again, we get them fairly often at Christmas time, and if we don't have them, I just use a face wash or face cloth, and then I use whatever I would use on the round with that. And if it's for nail polish remover, I use a rag, and then put the nail polish remover on the rag, and I use that to take nail polish off. Really no need for cotton rounds for anything. And then also you can make your own reusable ones, and there are even options to buy reusable cotton rounds, but I just go without completely. Number 20, again, cotton swabs or Q-tips, however you call them. I don't buy those. Again, I am given them sometimes at Christmas time or for gifts, and then I will use them, but other than that, I do not go out and buy them. And you can just clean your ear with a face wash rag on your finger, and I normally just do the outside anyway, so yeah, those I do not buy. Number 21, exfoliator. Exfoliator is so expensive. I used to spend all kinds of money on different fancy exfoliators, and now I just use coffee grounds with a little bit of oil or coconut oil and sugar. Make your own sugar scrub, or even salt, sometimes depending on what I have more of on hand. So definitely 20 or exfoliate. Oh, then I also use for my face, just a regular face cloth is all I need normally. And then I also do have one of those little tiny brushes that you push a button and it goes zzz, and it cleans your face too. So that is a really good. I've had that for many, many years again. So definitely don't need to spend money on exfoliator. Number 22, kitchen dishes and appliances for the small appliances for the kitchen. So yeah, I have not bought a dish in many years now. I have just had dishes given to me when I needed them, or this is going to sound really weird, but on the property that we were living at before, there was a whole boxes and boxes of all kinds of dishes just left behind in one of the houses that was on their property that we ended up tearing down. But yeah, like there is so many used dishes out there that you can get basically for free or for extremely cheap, that there's really no reason to go out and buy new stuff. And then as kitchen appliances, I really don't use them. Like, I don't have a hand mixer or anything like that. So I just avoid recipes where you absolutely need those kinds of things. And I look for recipes where just using hand utensils is good enough. Number 23, professional photography. Other than buying a couple photos from school for my daughter, like each year I only buy like maybe one for me and then a couple to give away to family members. But I don't like to spend any more than $10 or $20, depending. I just have so many leftover pictures from the past 14 years of her life that have never been given away. So it's just, to me, in my opinion, for our family and for us, it isn't worth the expense. I know people that have spent, over $300 on one photo shoot for their family, and it's just crazy to me to spend that much money on some pictures. I just take pictures with our own camera or with my phone, and then I save them. I print out what I like and keep that. I actually hate having my picture taken. So I try to avoid any kind of professional photography. Number 24, phone apps. I just refuse to pay for a phone app. I don't have very many phone apps. I only have phone apps for things that I actually use. And the rest, I've never needed anything that's costed money, so I don't buy them. Number 25. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so moving on. I think we did phone apps. Number 25 is ringtones. When I was really young, in my late teens, like 19 and then early 20s, I absolutely loved all the different ringtones that you could buy that were of your favorite songs. And I can't even tell you how much money I wasted buying all these, cool song ringtones for my phone. And yeah, I don't have any of them anymore, so what a waste of money. But yeah, definitely, I do not buy any kind of ringtone. I just use what is on the phone already. Number 26 is computer games. And then, again, along the same line as phone apps, I don't buy computer apps either. Basically, I don't spend any money on apps or games or anything like that. I used to spend all kinds of money, again, on these stupid games. And no offense to anyone that does actually like spending money on that. If that's one of the things that gives them joy, then please do. But for me, it was very short-lived. It would give me excitement and joy for like a minute, and then I would spend all this money so I could keep playing. And then it's like, why did I do that? So I basically even stopped playing the games because I found I was wasting far too much time playing them. And then money too. So definitely try and stay away from all of that. Number 27, coloring books. We have about 2, I think, maybe 3 coloring books between the two of us. And we've had them for years, like years and years, over 5 years, possibly closer to the 10-year mark, but we really don't color that much. But when we do color, actually, we just go online a lot of the time and find a picture that we really, really like, and we just print it off and we color that. Or we just draw. We draw freehand style and then color that. So definitely do not, even though you can buy them at the dollar store and stuff like that, I just find that then you're stuck with a book of a bunch of pictures that you don't really like. So we like to just, you know, stay away from that and just do other things, like I said. Number 28 is along the same lines, word puzzle books or anything along any kind of games or anything to do with that. I used to spend all kinds of money again on word puzzle books, but then most of them went undone because I couldn't even do them. So I just stopped buying them completely. And again, you can find many for free online if I really feel like doing them. There's so many free word puzzles out there. You don't need to buy any. Number 29, candle holders. This was a huge thing I spent a lot of money on, and I pretty much have gotten rid of almost all of my candle holders that I had at one time, because I had a lot, and I pretty much narrowed it to just a few sentimental ones. But other than that, I've gotten rid of everything that I purchased myself. They just take up a lot of space, and I just use things that I have now, like old jars or old candles that candles actually came in, and then I just put a new candle in there. But yeah, I do not buy candle holders anymore. Number 30, non-stick cooking spray. Like, I've never needed it. Literally never. In all my years living on my own, a long time now, I've never, ever needed non-cooking spray. I always use just a little bit of oil, or I just use old butter, the things that butter come in. I keep those wrappers, and then I wipe my tin or whatever it is that needs to be sprayed, and that has been good enough. I've literally never bought that spray. I do not understand it. Number 31, slippers. Again, I used to actually really like buying slippers, but now I just keep the ones that I have. I wash them, and then also I get my Oma or my mom, they make slippers a lot, so I get them for gifts too. They're just the knitted kind, and yeah, they've lasted for years. I don't need any of those really fancy ones that cost $20 or more, and then they get worn down, and then you end up throwing them away. So I don't buy slippers, or I just wear socks if my feet are really cold, those really warm fuzzy socks, and just double line them with another pair of socks underneath. Number 32 are Cupcake and muffin liners. I haven't bought these in it's been about almost 5 years now. I had some on hand that I've been trying to use up. I finally used the last of them. But yeah, I've just used, again, I just grease my tins, and then I pour the batter straight into the muffin tin or cupcake tin, and then I bake it like that. And then also, I think I have 8 of those little silicone reusable liners, and then I put those in there, and I wash them out after. But yeah, I really don't see the purpose for those paper ones that you just end up throwing away. Number 33, those wash puffs, those plastic netted washi puffs. I don't know what they are called, but I haven't bought those in eons. Like, again, I used to really like them, but the idea, like, they come apart, and I mean, if they get into the water or something, it's like a net, and animals can get caught in them. So the idea of that just kind of swayed me away from them. So I just use a good old washcloth or an old towel that I've cut up into a washcloth. And that works just as good, if not better, than those plasticky things. Plus, I can wash them over and over and over, and I never have to, like, rebuy them every 3 months because they're full of bacteria. Number 34, almost at the end, are sunglasses. I don't wear sunglasses. I hate the feeling of things on my face. I have tried for years and years when I was younger, in my 20s especially. I've spent lots of money on sunglasses thinking that I should wear them because they're good for my eyes. But then I buy them and then I never wear them. And then I end up giving them away or losing them. And then it's like I just paid, you know, however much money they were, and I throw it in the garbage. Well, not literally in the garbage, but it feels like I'm taking money and throwing it in the garbage because I can't stand that feeling of anything on my nose or on my ears. Oh, I already have to wear a hearing aid. I just don't like having things touching my face. So sunglasses are definitely out. I refuse, and I have none left. I don't wear them. I don't use them. I don't buy them. I've given up even trying. So, and the very last thing is something that is quite common nowadays, but any kind of smart device. I don't have any. The only thing that I own that is considered smart is, but you're gonna laugh at me, is this smart phone. But it is an extremely, I don't know if you can tell, but this is very old. This is an iPhone 5. My daughter told me that they are on iPhone 11 already. So yeah, iPhone 5. I don't know when the iPhone 5 came out, but that's what I have. It's been years. I don't have a smart TV. I don't have any of those smart devices in my house that control the temperature or the lights or anything like that. I do everything manually. It kind of freaks me out that there's something that can do things without you having to do it yourself. So yeah, I don't own anything like that. So that is the last on my list. Oh boy, this video has gotten super long. If you don't want to watch it all in one shot, then maybe hopefully you will finish half, and then now you're just finishing the other half. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Let me know in the comments what you don't buy anymore and what you do instead. And I love to hear from you. And I hope you're enjoying all this beautiful summer weather. If you are, where the weather is nice right now. And as always, I love you and God bless you and keep you safe right now while things are opening up. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oh, and I almost forgot. I hope you have a frugabulous day. Bye.